Hey, what's up, everybody? It's JayViper here, and it looks like we have to talk about David Jaffe again. This guy has gone and pretty much admitted that he's the one grifting. I've gone back on his claims that Hypnotic was lying, and the only conclusion that I can really come to is that Jaffe is actually lying, which I believe makes him a grifter by his own definition. The real definition of grifter is lying and then trying to make money from it, right? Well, Jaffe's own words paint him right into that picture. Let's get to all this right after you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
JayViper is awesome. He's so good looking. He's got the crowd in awe.
So here's the deal. Jaffe was angry at Hypnotic about Hypnotic's video, okay? He said that he lied multiple times in there. I've gone through Hypno's video on my last live stream. Live, I picked apart the video and tried to find lies. There's no lies detected, but what I did find is Jaffe's claims are lies. In fact, one's a big one, and it's just so easy to find out. He actually tells you himself, but he doesn't realize it because I think this guy is the guy who's not actually good at his job, but he likes to tell everyone else that they're not. My take on this whole situation is that Jaffe is the thing that he's accusing other people of being, and that is a grifter. Let's check it out right now, okay? So here, he's complaining about Hypnotic, and Hypnotic has a wonderful smile emote up here that's the pile of poop with a face.
Two cases, and specifically,
But anyway,
we
let's
literally
listen.
spent 20 minutes going through Hypnotic horse shit.
Yeah,
Those were
I was
lies.
on the stream. I saw everything that you said, and I don't think that he lied at all. All he did was
How-
read off the information given to him.
So, just really quick, this is Jaffe talking to Kaida. Okay, so this is Kaida, even though you can't see him. This is Mr. Assassin's Creed Shadows himself.
No,
Why is
how?
that lying?
Okay, wait a minute. Wait, Kaida, are you serious?
I'm being
Literally,
serious.
The guy. Okay, well, I'm not going to go in. Hang
And
on.
this is another thing you'll notice is that Jaffe doesn't really let anyone that he has on finish talking. He cuts them off all the time. He also pots their volume down and himself up so he can just cut them off, which is, I mean, when you're having a one-on-one convo, that shouldn't be a thing. But he definitely does this. He does it to everyone.
Hang on. I'm not going to go into detail with each one because I already did that. But let me just hit him.
Mr. Important. Point. So he's going to outline point by point, but he stops because he gets hung up. But this first point is a lie, and this is what I'm going to prove right now. We don't even have to go past this to find the lie.
The very
First point's a lie.
lie he's told was the video he was playing and the quote about the 95% of the game community being decent people, but the 5% of the people being the ones that are problematic and harming games. That was not what that quote was about at all.
So this is Jaffe trying to say that he said 95% of gamers are good and 5% are bad. And that the way Hypnotic covered it, he covered it as very general, like gamers, right? But Jaffe's trying to say that it was about a very specific community, okay, that he was talking about. Now, here's the thing, right? This is the original tweet right here that Jaffe has. Right here. Where you can say, where you can see that he's talking to Colin Moriarty about Last Stand Media, all right? And he's saying 90% of this community is utterly fantastic. Seriously, was a genuine joy to connect and to chat with all you in San Diego. And I dig chatting with y'all on the LMS Discord and in the comments. But 5% of you guys, gals, well, I made this for you. And this is where he has his meltdown defending the trans community. And this is also the video where Hypnotic was referencing about him having skin in the game, where he says, I have a gay uncle, I have a gay this, I have a trans son. His daughter is trans. So that's actually accurate too. So if this was the quote tweet that they were talking about, that would be correct, right? Then Jaffe would be telling the truth where he's saying, I'm talking about this. But the fact is that Jaffe immediately followed it up with this right here. And this is the revisionist history that Jaffe is trying to pull. He's trying to pull the wool over people's eyes. He's trying to say he was just talking about this and saying that Hypnotic is bad at his job because he doesn't know that, even though the tweet, the post on X is clear. Okay, he's not referencing them. He made a separate post that says 95% of the gaming community is great. Most people who game are delightful. But there's a vocal minority that I've had it up to here with, so this is for them. Now, when you hear that, right? When you read that, do you think, oh, he must be talking about a community? Or is he talking about the gaming community as a whole? Because it says right here, the gaming community. So this is that claim. I don't want to skip this. Watch what he does when he realizes that this is a post on its own. He's going to go in through YouTube engagements and try to find someone who liked it and then go into their post and then go backward.
Is responding.
He now realized it's not responding to anything. He's now trying to change it to that other one I showed you. See?
The Last Stand Media people, because
it's going down through his quote tweets.
I'll show you.
Can't find it. And now he's going to search him manually to find the post. Look at this. And now he's going to find the original post and then say it was a response. And he's going to try to say, because Hypnotic didn't go type that in, right?
All right, this
there it is.
Where
he found the original post. He's going to click it, and he's going to find his reply.
Colin goes on, blah, 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 blah. And then this is my response. Right?
Ridiculous.
95% of this community.
So here Jaffe is going to backtrack and say it wasn't a lie and that Hypno's just bad at his job because he didn't do that. Ridiculous.
Saying is, it's not
even bad at his job.
I'll give you another lie in a minute, but in this case, it's not lying. But what it is what? Just bad at his job then? So you're okay that this guy takes anything on the internet, applies anything he wants to it to make it be what he wants it to be, and that's good enough for you? Don't you think he should have gone, wait a minute, let me see what Jaffe's talking?
So with this, I'll just put it really easy. Jaffe's trying to say the Hypnotic is bad at his job. Now he's not lying, although he was calling him a liar many times. All right, Kata had to back him into this. And he tried to say now, bad at his job. Okay, and Jaffe, in that video that I just played for you, very specifically said that it wasn't about the gaming community, that it was about a very specific group. That is a lie. That is revisionist history. And a lot of these things that Jaffe's doing is him going back and trying to change the past, trying to say, I didn't say that. It's just gaslighting. And that seems to be what he's doing. And he came out and was very clear that that is exactly what he was doing. Because he says, to be clear, this is about growing the channel. I don't think those guys have any interest in a meeting of the minds. I've tried. That's a lie. He had people on, but he was never interested in having a meeting of the minds. What was Jaffe interested in? Go ahead and watch that stream of his. He was interested in jamming his point down someone's throat and telling people that they were bad at their job and don't want to listen. And when Hypnotic got on, I mean, he couldn't stop cutting off Hypnotic. I don't think Hypnotic got to speak. Okay? We can go check that out too if we want. So out of every 20 hate comments, 2 to 3 roll in that are in support, and they sub and become watchers, and some of them become fans of the channel. So we're going to look into that real quick too, because I don't think that's true. I won't lie. I've been really digging meeting a bunch of gamers who are progressive like me and are happy. There are people pushing back on these folks, which I'm sure is very true. People like to hear their own opinion back at him, which is why Jaffe gets so upset when people push back at him. Because let me tell you, this guy was a game director. He's not used to people pushing back, I don't think. Okay? I think he's used to getting his way. Or just do it, or having very talented people, they kind of do things under him. And he could just let them roll. I don't think he's used to actually having people tell him no. Okay? That's the thing. And I think that comes clear kind of watching his channel and the way he interacts with people. So it's like a free ad for me and some of these most popular YouTubers out there. So I guess thanks Asmongold, Stuttering Craig, and Enterprises Dark, which he tags Vara Dark's alt account here, and that he just keeps doing this to Vara, where he's basically undermined her and very rude to her. He knows, okay? Jaffe knows Vara Dark's handle. He knows, okay? The fact that he tagged Enterprises Dark, her alt channel that has 374 followers, 375 now, tells you everything you need to know about Jaffe, right? He likes the backhand digs. Anyway, You guys know how to play the game, and I appreciate you teaching an old dog who dislikes a large percent of your opinions as much as you dislike mine how to do it. I'll never be as big as you guys, but hell, just the crumbs of how to do it you guys drop off your cruel, racist, ignorant table still work for other things as well. This cruel, racist, ignorant, all bullshit. All complete bullshit. If you ever interact with people like Kada, Hypno, Vara Dark, I guess he's got Asmon Gold on here. I've never talked to him. Stuttering Craig. These people could not be nicer people to interact with. Could not be nicer. Racist is bullshit as well. Come on. These people are not racist. Literally fucking Hypnotic is Hispanic, yo. Okay? He's told that he's racist because of his views. He has taken that and he has thrown it back to create the bigot army. It's not about being racist. It's about go fuck yourselves and your stupid generalization that you try to throw on people. Try to understand how you are part of the problem. This racist, cruel, and ignorant? Who the hell appears ignorant? These people have been in the game. These people play the games. They know what they like. They tell companies, hey, guess what? This is going to fail, right? Your games are going to fail because people aren't going to buy this trash. It's slop. We don't like it. Stop doing this in the West. And what happens? They release the games. They're slop. No one buys them. The games fail. Who's fucking ignorant? Who's ignorant? The people releasing it and backing up things like Star Wars Outlaws and Dragon Age Veilguard, which is an admitted failure. Concord, where we told them, hey, stop. Don't release this shit. Who's fucking ignorant? The people saying it's not going to sell and that are right? Or the ones that are like, yay, go queen, like, retweet, and then don't buy your fucking game and no one does and it fails and dies. Who's ignorant? It's time for a wake-up call. I'm sick to this. This is just gross. Be better than that, Jaffe, please. Not that I expect you to be. But this is the thing. Here's where the grift comes in. Right here. Right, you attacking a creator unprovoked for having a vagina and now you're grifting off it like human trash. That's not grifting, it's exploiting. And yes, I am 100% exploiting their hate and turning it into money. Again, their hate. No, there's no hate here. It's literally people telling you, and well, not even you, Jaffe, because you don't make games anymore, but it's telling people who make games, this is not what we want. This is not acceptable. Gaming is for the masses, right? The broader audience is a huge amount of the audience, okay? The people that you call the 5%, it's more like 75%, okay, bud? That's the thing you need to wake up to. And your views are kind of telling on yourself. But here he's saying he's trying to turn it into money. Okay, so I just found his lie earlier, and he wants to turn it into money, because that's really what it is. He's lying to get attention from popular people, and he wants to turn it into money. David Jaffe, you're the definition of a grifter. Let's see how he's doing. We checked this last time. He still has not gone up in subs. The most impressive part here about his social blade, and this is David Jaffe's social blade, by the way. Okay, the most important part about this social blade, as you can see, there he is the fact he wasn't doing great on views. I mean, this is just okay. For someone with 55,000, it's just okay. I don't know how long he's had his channel, but he has basically quadrupled his viewership or so, right? But he has not gained subs. The fact that he can have close to 100,000 views and has not gone up in subs and only has gone down 100 should tell him everything that he needs to know. Okay? And it's funny too because over here, it's got this thing over here that predicts he's going to be down to 55.1 thousand tomorrow. He should reach it tomorrow. He's at 55.2. So the other thing I really wanted to talk about, just really quick, with Jaffe, basically he's trying to say that he's not being a misogynist, and he went into detail in the stream, and it goes on forever, so we're just going to look at the post because it's like 30 minutes of him trying to say he's not a misogynist. I will not sit for it, and I'm not going to put you through it, so I'm going to read this. You can dislike me because of what I said about Vara Dark. From my 2 encounters with her attacking me, I sense her large audience is based on her being an attractive woman. But that is not misogyny. Again, I don't know where you can get this. Who's out there being like, leave her alone, she's so hot, leave my girlfriend, I simp for her. Like, no one's doing this. They're saying, shut up, she's smart. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's what you see. Like, she knows what she's talking about, dude. Like, you're batting in the wrong ballpark, bro. Oh my goodness. It's not misogyny though. Lots of women and men are talented and ugly, pretty and useless, and pretty and talented. If I was making a statement about women in general, it would be misogyny, and I would never say or think such a thing. A general statement, sure, okay, yeah. But you're also saying that that's all she's good for. Meanwhile, we all see how Vara dresses. It is conservative. She's not out there showing her body off and trying to get that type of attention. She uses her brain. She presents herself as just mostly a head, right? You just see her head almost always, right? Like she wears black outfits almost exclusively because it's just her that you're listening to talk, and she makes sense. So I don't understand this, Jaffe. It's like, call people what you are, okay? Right? When people call you racist and then you find out they have a racist past, it's that type of thing, right? This is just me punching back at a person who punched first by claiming her most useful assets as it relates to her channel, in my opinion, is being a pretty woman. So here he is saying, in my opinion, this is not something he said in his original statement at all, okay? What he did was he said it as if it was a fact. So let's jump on over to when Jaffe was talking to Hypnotic, okay? And keep in mind that not only is Hypnotic sick, but Jaffe potted him down, so he can't speak up. So he gets spoken over a lot. Now, you tell me if this is how you have a conversation with someone that you're trying to meet in the middle and meeting of the minds. You tell me if this is how you speak with somebody.
I may agree, but
what I want you to get from this the most, okay, is that Jaffe's trying to convince Hypnotic that you can't just have an opinion about something without telling someone it's your opinion, because people on the internet are going to take it as fact. Reminder that Jaffe very much spoke very plainly and straightforward as if it's fact about Vara Dark. Right?
Okay, so you agree though,
Disagrees,
you
I
have,
said, not
okay,
agree,
so let me
disagrees.
ask you, because I walked back a lie because I was wrong. I appreciate you pointing it out, or the other guy pointing it out. But let's take the other one. Are you telling me you can show me evidence where this tweet or this video that the tweet is about?
Now this, I wish Hypnotic had a chance to do it. This is the tweet that I just talked about. This is the one he's still hung up on.
My guy, it's my opinion about you.
Oh, okay.
It's not a fucking, it's not a table of like content or something like that.
Okay, so what you're saying, okay, so so what you're saying is the more correct statement, or the correct statement is, I think Jaffe's fucking losing it, because I get the sense he's really upset. Somebody may have said something like, hey man, trans stuff is a mental illness, and he's pissed. And I think he went to the internet half-cocked, didn't think about it, and made this video.
And they're talking about in that tweet, they're talking about the video in that tweet, which is basically him talking about the trans son and the gay this or that. And he's really mad and saying F off to everyone.
That's what
That's not what you said.
I said you clearly have skin in the game.
That is not what you said. I will. Would you like me to play? Listen, listen. Your ego is going to harm you down the road, buddy. It really is.
You're crazy if you're calling me.
Okay, I'm going to hang up on you now, because you don't really want to engage in a conversation with me. That's your problem.
You don't want me to fire back at you. That's the problem.
You're not firing back by basically when I tell you that you're lying about something.
We're having an open conversation. I don't understand.
See, this is the thing, right? He's telling him he's lying. Hypnotic has to accept it. Accept it, Hypno! You're lying! You accept it because I'm telling you you're a liar, but Hypnotic's not
lying.
The liar is here, and I already proved it.
And the need to want to threaten to hang up on someone.
Because what's the point? It's like having a conversation.
And by the way, he threatened to hang up on Kata earlier as well.
With
and then he
Joker. Did. Okay, because why? What evidence do you have that I don't take it seriously?
Because you clearly lied in the beginning. You don't take it seriously. It's okay. You want to paint us as evil.
See, like, so Hypnotic had caught him in a lie earlier, but he's saying, I was just wrong. Okay. I was just wrong. I apologize.
Grifters. I get it.
You are a grifter. You're not evil. You're probably sad and misguided.
How am I conning people for profit? Please explain that to me. How?
Your videos speak to a perception that people believe without having a lot of evidence to believe it. And in perpetuating that without actually doing the work to go, you know what, if I just dug a little bit before putting this poison out there, I would realize that, you know
Hypno
what,
is right.
I'm not really telling people what's accurate, but I'm going to take money anyway because it gets me good views. That's how you're
my channel account for like 2% of my. That's what I'm telling you. You're not taking.
If you're basically, I'm literally showing
If you
you
need analytical data for every single opinion, then where is
This is
your
the thing.
analytical data about Vara Dark streaming status, or where is your analytical data over you calling me broke in the chat earlier? Where is your analytical data for anything you've ever said?
Right.
You don't
Okay, then
have any. So you're allowed to have an opinion, but we can't have an opinion. That makes us grifters.
So
Would
true.
you like me to show you the Vara Dark comment? The Vara Dark comment was clearly
I asked you,
presented.
do you need analytical data for any comment that you make? Every single comment that you make.
If I make this is not going to go well for you unless
It's not going
See,
well.
this is the thing, is that he'll say it's not going well for you. This is the thing, right? He'll deflect off his failure. Hypno is correct. Why does he have to show analytical data about every single thing? Do we have to annotate an entire video as opinion, fact, opinion, fact, opinion, fact? Do we have to do that? No, we don't. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. You don't do it. Why should anyone? Get real. Get a life.
For you, I'm asking.
unless you define going well as appealing to idiots. I'm trying to explain to you your
So
poor
where is the
argument.
analytical data that my viewers are idiots?
Dude, your viewer, listen to me for a moment. Just please shut up for fucking.
Nobody's right.
Go ahead, bro. I gotta drink water anyway. Go ahead.
Good. I'm glad you can make use of the time.
But he's
what I'm
right.
saying to you. Oh, no. Let me go back to your point about Vara Dark. Vara Dark, you say, Jaffe, you can have an opinion and it's an opinion, but I have an opinion and you call it a lie. When you go back and look at that Vara Dark clip, I always, for legal reasons, but also because I want to make myself clear, when an opinion is an opinion, you'll find words like I think this or I don't know, but from what I've seen.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It's like what journalists do. Yeah.
Yeah. So you going, hey guys, he's having a breakdown because X, but you have no evidence for X, doesn't sound like you're sharing an opinion.
I don't think anyone thinks that Hypnotic is a doctor. If anyone here thinks that he's a doctor, then fine, let us know. Otherwise, when people speak, they're speaking their opinion. And when you watch that video of David Jaffe melting down towards the gaming community, well, what else are you supposed to say? It looked like a meltdown to me. He was getting mad and angry and testy. He had a melty melt. And he did. In my opinion.
Let me ask you a question. Every time you make a video, is it fair for your audience to assume, even if you don't say it or otherwise, that some of the stuff you say is just opinion and some of the stuff that you say is based on fact, but you're not going to make it clear which is which? That's a fair statement about your channel, correct?
Unless I showcase information on screen that I'm actually like trying to relay specifically as.
Well, how would I know that? You're showing information on screen here.
That's how the world works, Jaffe.
Okay, so then let's take it. So where it says I abuse my kid, do you think I abuse my kid?
Partially, yeah, I do. I think.
Okay,
it's
but you think? There you go. That's the word. I think. Perfect.
Oh, he said think. So now it's okay. But I don't think you have to say you think you do when you're trans your kid. You've abused your child. Right? It is. The fuck you talking about?
That's excellent. Do I abuse my kid, or do you think I abuse my kid?
You did.
I think you do.
Okay, perfect. That's how. Now we're getting there.
Maybe you don't
Perfect.
anymore.
Fine, that's fine.
Way, yeah, for sure.
Totally fine.
It's already
But that's
done.
because I disagree, like I said, with trans.
Totally fine. You have that right, and I support your right to have a view that I think is stupid. But that's totally fine.
It's not my job to police my viewers.
I'm not asking you to police them. I'm saying, do you think your viewers? I don't want you to police them.
He's trying to back him into a corner to answer only a certain way.
My content is my opinion. Yeah, it always is.
Okay, so sometimes it's going to be based on what you think is a fact, and sometimes it's going to be based on opinion, but you're not going to worry about framing it as either. You're going to let your audience make up their own minds.
Well, yeah, my audience always makes up their own minds.
Okay,
I never tell them
excellent.
what to think. But
Excellent.
when I talk about,
and here's what I'll say: Hypnotic, you and I, you're not a grifter. You're just really bad at your job. I think you're a liar, And thus, I think you're a grifter, and I don't think you really care about the responsibility you have.
How
of
can you say
spreading-
I'm not a grifter and then
of
say
spread-
you think I'm
Meanwhile, dude's lying.
Well, I'm saying it because
making
I want to
money.
be done with the conversation, because
Why do you
anything I
wanna
say,
And we
have
all
this
saw-
conversation with
because
this
We all saw he just wants to make money and he wants to grow his channel. The dude's lying, right? Getting a guy he's accusing of being a grifter on while grifting and openly saying, this is just to grow my channel. Thanks, people like you, Asmon Gold, Starting Craig, Vara Dark. I appreciate it. And then calling them cruel. He was only interested in getting attention, and I had a feeling it was like this. But that is all it was about. Right there. And here it is. Accusing him of being a grifter because he thinks people can make up their own minds, and he wants everyone to frame everything exactly the way he wants you to frame it. Ridiculous. Who watches a YouTube video and thinks, yeah, this guy who's just talking is giving me the straight up news? Or do you think that it's like an opinion? Like that. Don't forget that the news is full of opinion. Opinion. You go watch a news channel and you turn on anything and they're talking. It's just their opinions. Is it say anywhere opinion? Fucking no. So again, why hold him to this esteem? Why say you have to say this and this opinion, this or that fact, blah, blah, blah. That's ridiculous. And his opinions are not grasping at straws lies either. They're based in fact that we can see. So it makes no sense why anyone would have to go around saying, my opinion, my opinion, my opinion. This one I have the data. Here's my analytics. That doesn't make any sense. You don't want people out straight lying, but nothing, not one thing that Hypnotic has said is a lie. I had caught Jaffe in the very first lie I looked up. He lied right away. Now let's go back really quick. Now, Jaffe says, go look at my video. Look at me saying, I think, or this is my opinion, etc. And he frames it in a certain way. Every time he said something bad about Vara Dark. Let's see if he does it. Let's just check.
really want to go toe-to-toe with which political party Vara offers up a trough of horse shit? Who's got the most horse shit? I mean, you're not educated enough. You're not bright enough, Vara, to talk to me or to talk about what I talk about. You're just not.
He also said, oh, he
Oh! Where's the preface? Where's you saying you think that she's not? Hold on a second. You're just telling her she's fucking stupid and can't even talk to you because she's not smart enough. Wait, did we just find another Jaffe lie? Well, let's go find some more of him talking and see what else he says and prefaces with, I think, because he said he did it in this video. Let's get Jaffe's definition of a grifter and let's see if he fills his own definition.
I've never defined grifter as that. A grifter is somebody who makes money off people by lying to them. That's what they do. A grifter is not someone who sits in front of a camera and talks about video games, Vara Dark. You just don't know how to do this.
You think?
You don't know how to do this. You are in that chair, Vara,
You think?
because of your hair and your face and your gender. And that's fine, by the way. There's no problem with that.
You think?
I don't deny anyone making money and building an audience off
Opinion?
the things that they've got. But let's be clear. So far, my encounters with you online, you are kind of
No preface?
you're a mental lightweight. And that's fine. People have all kinds of, like, you know what I'm bad at, Vara? I'm bad at math, man. If I was in, like, NASA and they were like, oh shit, the space station's gonna explode. Everybody, we can only solve this.
He
by
never
looking at
prefaced
the
it. He never
blueprints
said
and
it
the
was an
math and
opinion.
the,
He spoke it as the
geometry. I don't fucking
goddamn
know.
truth, didn't he?
Jaffe, get in here. Within
He
5
spoke
minutes,
it
they'd be
as
like, Jaffe, go
fact.
get the coffee. It's not for you. That's okay. They're right. Your voice could literally get Putin to back out of the Ukraine.
Opinion?
The Ukraine was a boy band from the 80s. Ukraine. You have about as much mental capacity as a spider that I killed in my shower this morning.
Op-ed?
It's the goddamn truth, Vara.
It's the goddamn truth, he says. No prefacing. No opinion. That he's telling Hypno to his face that he has to annotate every single thing he says in order for his viewers to have a clue. Is Jaffe's viewers just so goddamn smart that he doesn't have to do it? Oh, wait. He said he did do it. He said for legal reason he does it. Does anyone believe a damn word that this fucking grifter has to say? Because I'm sick of this guy. He's a fucking douchebag. He is a grifter. And I don't know how much more I have to prove it to show you that. This man, in my opinion, is a grifter. And here's him again telling you what one is.
A grifter is somebody who makes money off people by lying to them. When you go back and look at that Vara Dark clip, I always, for legal reasons, but also because I want to make myself clear, when an opinion is an opinion, you'll find words like "I think this" or "I don't know," but from what I've seen.
Yeah, I know. I get it. It's like what journalists do. Yeah.
You are in that chair, Vara.
You think?
Because of your hair and your face and your gender. And that's fine, by the way. There's no problem with that.
You think? Don't forget, September 7th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, I'm running the Gaming J Awards. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. We've got 13 categories. They're incredible. You're going to love them. There's some meme ones. There's some woke ones. There's some anti-woke ones. And, of course, Game of the Year and Grifter of the Year. If you want to be there, definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel so I can see you there, and then hit that notification bell so I can see you on the next video. Love you, man. Peace. Bye, everybody.